Kwa hivyo ni chairman wa jamii ya Agikuyu mahali popote walipo, na sisi kama jamii na kama wakaaji wa Nakuru na kama wa Kenya tunasema no Rigathi, no Ruto. Halafu tunasema no Rigathi impeachment. Tuko pamoja? Ya pili tunasema katika miaka miwili ambaye hii serikali ya Kenya Kwanza na sasa wameleta broad based government, hatujaona maendeleo ya national government. Hiyo ni kweli ama si kweli? Hiyo ni kweli ama si kweli? Kama hawajatenda kama National Assembly, kwa hivyo si Rigathi aende, ni National Assembly iende. National Assembly ifanye nini? Kwa hivyo National Assembly ijiimpeach. Tuko pamoja? Ya tatu, sisi tunataka kuuliza ICC ikae macho. Wale ambaye tuliona huko New York walikuwa wanajiita Pentagon, tumeona wakikuja pamoja. Nasi tunawajua. Pentagon imeletwa pamoja, na wakati Pentagon ilikaa pamoja, Kenya hii ilipata machafuko kali, Kenya mzima kukawa na vita. Kwa hivyo tunafikiria na maoni yetu ni kwamba walienda New York wakijifanya wameenda United Nations Assembly, lakini walienda kupanga machafuko yake Kenya. Kwa hivyo tunauliza prosecutor akuje haraka achukue hawa watu awapeleke huko kwa ICC. Ya nne tunataka kusema tuliona Kenya hii tukiuziwa mercury kama shukari. Tuliona bunge ilisema kitu, kwa hivyo bunge imefail wa Kenya. Ya pili tumeona wakiuza fake fertilizer, tukaona wakiuza fake seeds. Kuna mtu alikuwa impeach. Nani amefail wa Kenya? Bunge. Ya tatu tumeona wameweka mswada kwa bunge ya kwamba a private investor anaweza kuja na aweke investment aanzishe mwenyewe. Si tumeona bunge ilifanya maksudi ikijua inalete adani. Si ni kweli? Wameuza airport zetu, wameuza Kentraco na energy zetu. Kwa hivyo tunauliza, badala ya kuimpeach Gachagua, nyinyi bwana Speaker Wetangula, eda impeach bunge yote. Na ya tatu na ya mwisho tunasema sisi hatukubaliani na hiyo, na kama kuna makosa ilifanyika, tulichagua rais, si yako kwa kiti. Si walikuwa na mkataba na deputy president, sio yuko. Tukawa na mkataba na speaker atatoka kwa kiti, speaker wa National Assembly, sio iko. Tukawa na speaker wa Senate, sio iko. Tukawa na prime cabinet secretary, sio iko. Sasa wamelete broad based government. Sisi hatujapiga kelele. Kwa hivyo wasiguze moja wakijifanya wao ndio wazuri kuliko wengi. Kama ni mambo ya wizi ya public na private properties, hawa ndio wanaongoza. Watu wa Nakuru, mumeona hospitali yetu ya War Memorial ikienda. Tunajua nani wameenda naye. Tumeona properties za railway zikienda. Sikube mombolewa mchana. Mawe ikabebwa mchana. Kwa hivyo wewe unakuja ati wewe ndio unakuja kuongoza public participation. Wewe ndio police officer, wewe ndio prosecutor, na wewe ndio jaji. Tutakuaminiaje kama umeiba hospitali na kama umeiba reli na vile kila kitu ya Nakuru nyinyi mumeiba? Kwa hivyo tunasema kama ni public participation ifanywe wakati bunge yote imeenda, tuweke IBC, tuite uchaguzi mpya, National Assembly iwe imeenda. Na sisi hatuendi mahali ingine, tunaenda National Assembly. Na tunauliza Senate wasikaribie hii mswada, tumewapea tafadhali wasikaribie. Wacha tu deal na National Assembly na iende National Assembly na hawa wengine ambaye wanasikana wale walienda UN. Asanteni.
Our advancements in digital transformation have positioned Kenya as a global leader in this space. It is in this context that the HPC CDP, which is designed by the government in partnership with the United Nations Conference on Trade and Development, UNCTAD, defines our roadmap towards addressing these challenges to accelerate the government's realization of Kenya's Vision 2030, the fourth medium-term plan, and the bottom-up economic transformation agenda. The HPC CDP presents us with a holistic framework which has been developed in close consultation with key stakeholders. Its 5 interlinked pillars, including economic diversification and industrialization, infrastructure and the natural environment, ICT for digital transformation, private sector development, and skills formation, offer us a comprehensive approach to fostering structural transformation. This initiative will enhance value-added production, human capital, and diversified economic activities that are critical to positioning Kenya on the pathway to a middle-income economy. Allow me to commend you all for the efforts made in the preparatory phases of this program. The high-level launch of the National Productive Capacities Gap Assessment in May 2023, as well as the subsequent engagements, including the high-level dialogue on the HPC CDP in August 2023, have laid the groundwork for the implementation of this initiative. The inputs provided by the government, academia, private sector, and our development partners during these consultations have been invaluable. We now stand at the threshold of a new phase where we will operationalize the program's goals, build productive capacities, and move forward the recommendations that emerged from the consultative process. One of the key objectives of today's consultations is resource mobilization. Implementing the HPC CDP is a substantial undertaking that requires concerted effort and collaboration across sectors. The projected budget of $20 million to operationalize the program from March 2025 through to February 2035 is what we'll be looking at. To achieve the program's targets, this meeting has been convened as the first step towards its implementation. In this regard, we appeal to our partners to make firm financial commitments with follow-up actions to be coordinated by the responsible department. We are encouraged by the willingness of partners like Qatar, Germany, Turkey, Japan, Saudi Arabia to support our ambitions. We look forward to further expanding these partnerships.
Your Excellency, it is my singular duty and honor to invite you to apologize for the difficulties that we had. We are all working as one in order to deliver on
Thank you very much, my sister.
And where we are going from this point, after our consultations, the
Holistic Productive Capacities Development Program of Kenya. The Holistic Productive Capacity Development Program.
Let me also underline the need for us to move away from short-term project-based interventions. The HPC CDP underscores the need for a long-term, multi-sectoral, and pragmatic approach. This is essential if we are to build the productive resources, entrepreneurial capacities, and institutional linkages that will enable Kenya to achieve sustainable economic development. The focus of this program on fostering economic diversification, enhancing industrial competitiveness, and improving national policy coordination will be central to our success. It is through this integrated approach that we will create a conducive environment for job creation, innovation, and inclusive growth. The Holistic Productive Capacities Development Program is not an isolated initiative. It is intricately aligned with the government's strategic priorities and long-term vision. The program's focus on economic diversification, industrialization, and digital transformation directly complements the key pillars of BETA, that is agricultural transformation, MSME growth, affordable housing, healthcare, and the digital economy. This synergy will drive Kenya's sustainable growth and global competitiveness. As we engage in today's discussions, I urge you all participants to consider the long-term vision and the critical role each of us plays in turning this vision into reality. Let us ensure that the outputs from these consultations are actionable and that they serve to strengthen our collective resolve in advancing Kenya's development agenda. Let me close by reiterating the government's commitment to this transformative journey. We are fully dedicated to working with our partners to mobilize resources, enhance policy coordination, and drive the successful implementation of the HPC CDP. Together, we can and will chart a new course for Kenya's innovation and shared prosperity for all the people. Thank you.
All of you, welcome to Karura Forest, our home. So you are our very important guests this morning. And we host between 7 to 10 million Kenyans every week, but every weekend. In a month, we host about between 70 to 80,000 Kenyans come to Karura Forest. So it's a great pleasure for me to join you on this very important, momentous occasion as we launch the Absa Kenya Foundation. And I'm particularly delighted that we chose Karura Forest as the venue of this event. Karura Forest is truly the jewel in our country's conservation efforts, embodying the principles of environmental protection that we shall all strive to uphold. But let me take this early opportunity to thank the entire leadership of Absa Kenya for their recent invitation during their launch of the 2023 Sustainable Report. And I want to commend Absa Kenya for its very strong commitment to integrating sustainability into your business operation and working towards a sustainable future for our planet, for our communities, and for future generations. With today's launch of Absa Kenya Foundation, you now have even a more bigger, greater platform to collaborate with other stakeholders in advancing a very impactful, a deliberate effort to be a force for good. And I understand that the foundation has identified entrepreneurship, education, natural resource management, and health as its key focus areas. These are very crucial pillars that align with our shared vision of improving the quality of life for our communities across our country. As we gather here today, we are reminded that sustainability is no longer a choice, but a necessity. Natural resource management, whether in the context of forest, water bodies, land use, our marine diversity, requires our collective multi-stakeholder approach if we are to secure a healthy planet for future generations. The Ministry of Environment, Climate Change, and Forestry commends the private sector in our country for its proactive commitment to climate action. Together, through various policies and initiatives, we are working towards fostering a green economy, enhancing climate resilience, and promoting sustainable land management practices. In the context of our national agenda as a government and people, sustainability is imperative. The Kenya government, through the initiatives such as the 15 billion tree growing program, in the context of our national agenda, sustainability is imperative. So the 15 billion growing program aims to increase our forest cover, which is now at 10.3% to 30% by 2032. This is a very ambitious goal. And it's not just about planting trees. It's about restoring the ecosystem. We don't call it planting, we call it growing. You can plant a tree and it dies tomorrow. So we say it's growing, not planting. But it's more about our ecosystem. It's more about mitigating the climate change. And it's more about creating sustainable livelihoods for our communities.